Hi there, I'm Euge Valovirta, and on this one I'm gonna check out Wampler's Triumph Overdrive pedal, which is supposed to be Brian Wampler's take on Bass SD-1 and Digitech Bad Monkey. I'm gonna compare it to SD-1 and Maxon OD808, and I'm gonna use a Soldano clean channel and a JCM 800. So we hear how these pedals, and especially the Triumph, behaves in front of a almost clean amp and then already slightly distorted amp. The signal chain is, this is one of my 87 ESP Mirage Custom with EMG 81 and S pickups. Then it goes into the pedal board. You see here the pedals are in the loops. SD1 is SD, Triumph is in the badass loop, because normally I have a MXR badass there. And then OD808 is here. Then it goes to KHE, and then these amps, and cabinet I'm using is a Mesa Boogie oversized with Celestion V30s. And I'm miking it just with a single SM57. And then the signal goes to mic pre and then into Pro Tools. So this is the clean sound from the SLO. And bridge pickup. So you get a little bit of distortion there. First, let's try the SD1. That's SD1. Cuts lows, adds mids. Alright, then the badass, so that we know what we talk about. This is no, not badass, the OD808, which is a two screamer. Let's dial them approximately the same. Okay, once more SD. Then the OD808. I see here they're fairly similar. SD is a little bit tighter. Tube Screamer has a little bit more mid fullness and is a bit smoother. Okay, then now we know those are the classics. Then let's turn on the Triumph. And let's put everything to noon, and let's start with the smooth setting. I don't know which one is supposed to be which. I would assume smooth would be a Bad Monkey, and the punch SD1, because SD1 is kind of punchy, but we'll see. So now clean. Okay. Immediately, there's more gain on tap than on SD and Tube Screamer. And it's a lot fuller, because I have all these now at center. Okay. Sounds pretty damn good to the clean channel. Okay, then let's check out the tone stack. So you can add or cut lows. Mids. Obviously it's a lot less distorted because we're not pushing the mids. Remember, we are distorting the preamp tubes or overdrive if you have with overdrive. Well, the tone stack works like suspected. You can add more lows or cut lows, add more mids or cut mids, add more highs or cut highs from your guitar sound going into the amp. Yeah, the reason why it has more gain was I had the gain on noon. So let's put these same than what the SD. Now I believe it should be fairly close to SD-1 and Maxon. Okay, gain-wise we're around there. This seems smoother, because it's on the smooth setting, so maybe this is the bad monkey. I haven't tried bad monkey, you know, so I don't really know. Okay, let's check out the punch. Yeah, this might kind of sounds like SD, but there's quite a lot more gain on tap. Let's compare. This is now SD. Yeah, so there's more. Let's see now. That's SD and the badass. Yeah, so when you kind of cut lows, add a little bit mids, add a little bit treble, use less. Well, the knobs is in a different position, but I feel this around 2 o'clock is a bit same than the SD around 4. So this has more clean boost. The gain, I think this has a little bit more gain too compared to SD. SD has still more mids. Yeah, it feels like kind of like muddy SD, like Keely muddy. There's more everything. Okay, cool. Then let's change into Marshall 800, JCM 800 without any boost. It's at least kind of like, you know. This kind of hard rock sound. Actually, louder. Then when we have add SD. You get high gain, tight, you know, almost like a modern metal sound. Okay, then let's see how the Triumph works. know, kind of like SD. Okay, let's try the smooth. Yeah, this is kind of like Bad Monkey, leans more towards Tube Screamer. Let's check out the Tube Screamer. Yeah, kind of like there, and the punch is kind of like, let's see how much there is. There's a lot more clean boost and gain than on SD in this one, but set to this way it's kind of similar than my SD set to, well, you can see from there. Yeah. Conclusion. Well, it's Overdrive. It does the job. I mean, there's so many overdrives in the world, but I like overdrives. Overdrives are cool. I think this is like $99, which I think it's pretty cheap considering that you basically get two overdrives. You get kind of like a muddied SD-1 with more everything, and then you get a Bad Monkey. Obviously, since I haven't tried Bad Monkey, I don't have one here. I don't know how close it is to a real Bad Monkey, but knowing Brian Wampler, not knowing personally, but you know what I mean, it's probably pretty damn close. So if you're looking for a overdrive to add your collection, or maybe if you don't have one and you're you know, debating whether you should get, let's say, SD-1 or a Tube Screamer, this could be one good option. So you'll get a muddied SD-1 and a Bad Monkey, which is kind of like muddied Tube Screamer in one enclosure with a, you know, fairly low price. All right, thanks to Music's for letting me borrow this. It's not mine. I'll put links to Music's site into the description below, you know, where you can buy this if you want to from there, and then I'll put a link to Wampler's website where you can find more information about the pedal. Thank you for watching, stopping by. Until next time, take care. Bye.